of the sixth. Time for the shilling. Shilling! Brian Jordan jumping all over that one. One of two long balls on the night for BJ. 2-0 Braves. And into the late innings, we have a John Rocker sighting at the vet. Security! Remember, they threw beer at the Sixers game, but Rocker would escape all right, except he'd get dinged up a little bit. Bottom of the seventh, Phillies down 6-3. Bases loaded for Scott Rolen. Notoriously no good with the bases full until he hit that grand slam. Rolen's 10th homer cost Braves starter Terry Mulholland the game. Top of the ninth, same score. Andres Galarraga pinch hitting with 2 on and 2 out. And it sends the Wayne Gomez pitch deep off the left field while Jordan scores. RBI double, game tied at 7. Next up, it's Rafael Furcal. And Furcal, that is trouble. Mark DeRosa will come in to score. And the Braves go up 8-7 now. Bottom 9, same score, 2 on, 2 out. Rocker facing Rolen, and advantage Rocker. Braves hold on to win it, 8-7. Rocker was greeted with jeers and cheers in Philly, or sort of a booyah, if you will, to save his 8th and 9th chances. Got 30-minute range play. First bat of the game, that is Ricky Henderson. That's a beautiful swing. Off of Ryan Dempster, but Henderson, we know you're over 40, buddy. Doesn't mean you got to dog it. Nice hustle there, babe. It's a single out of it. The Mets fans let him hear it. Bobby Valentine also with an earful. Ricky says, come on, man. Oh, dang. Florida up 2-0 in the 5th. 2 on for Preston Wilson, and Preston Wilson has left the yard. Brendan Rush, it is Rush week. Wilson puts them on. It's up 5-0. Mookie can only wonder what it'd be like if he had young Preston on his team. His stepson, by the way. Bottom 5, Mike Piazza jumps on Dempster. That's a 2-run shot. And the Mets pull within 3 at 6-3. New York down 6-4 in the 7th. 2 on for Mike Piazza. Sit, boo-boo, sit. Florida holds on for the 6-4 win. Preston was large with a jack and 4 RBI. Ryan Dempster, the winning pitcher, his second dub over the Mets in 6 days. Alfonseca, his 12th save. Kerry Wood is dealing. 1 on, bottom of the 1st. Rondell White, no. Vladimir Guerrero, sit, boo-boo, sit. Wood strikes out the side in the 1st. Bottom of the 3rd, tied at 1 on. And now we have issues. Bergeron with a shot past Eric Young, and Mike Thurman is going to score all the way from first. Montreal would take the 2-1 lead. Hustle, this is only an hour show. Bottom 4, bases loaded, 3-1 Montreal. White. Out to right, 1 run will come in, and Sammy Sosa, that is a major boot job, my friend. And the relay home toss, equally as bad news bear-like. 7-1 Expos. Sammy's boo-boo clears them. Montreal wins it 8-3. The Spos got the good wood.
Pedro coming off a 17K performance against Tampa last weekend. Bottom 1, he gets some early support from Trot Nixon, who delivers Jose Offerman. Trotster 2 for 4, 2 RBI, 1-0 Boston. Bottom 1, it's Pedro now, facing Brady. Oh, there'd be more of same. Bottom 2 rings up Albert Bell. Then he gets Jeff Conine here.
Pedro deals 3-2.
Tough love. Bottom 3rd, Greg Myers can't hit the change. Mike Bordicle missed the breaking ball. Pedro struck out 6 through 3, retiring the first 12 in order. Top 5 now. This is Jose Offerman, and that's a home run. A solo shot, his 3rd. Offerman off to a horrible start. He goes 4 for 5 Friday. 4-0 Boston. Bottom 8, Pedro gets Mark Lewis. He's now struck out every Oriole starter at least once. Bottom 9, 2 outs. Delino, DeShields, and I don't think so. The Camden crowd cheering Pedro, who struck out 15 in a 2-hit shutout. Orioles have now lost 9 of 10, by the way. This was Pedro's first shutout of the season and the 12th of his career. Turn around his luck against New York. Top 3. Shane Spencer to 3rd. Dean Palmer. Nitkowski would allow just 2 runs on 6 hits and 5 1/3. Still top 3. Nitkowski, Chuck Knobloch, pop up. Tony Clark, oops, and he still makes the catch. I smell a top play. Bottom 4, they're full for 1. Encarnacion taking Clemens through the left side. Scores 2. Rocket tank for 6 runs on 10 hits and 4 2/3. Tigers go up 5-0. Top 8, Yankees down 8-5. Ricky Ledee to first. Clark to his right. Jim Poole covering. That ends the inning, but Clark would limp off. Top 9 now. Yankees down 9-5. 2 out. Paul O'Neill. Say hello to my left front. That is a bomb. O'Neill's 4th cuts it to 9-7. Still top 9 now. Same score. Jorge Posada is the tying run to left. Oh, Jorge. Rich Becker, though, is camped out. And the Tigers hold on to beat the Yankees 9-7. The Tigers still have the Major League's worst record. Octavio Dotel facing Ken Griffey Jr. Jr. 0 for 5 in his in-run debut. Dotel struck out the side in the first. Bottom 2, Roger Cedeno from Denny Nagel. To right center, Matt Mieske. Tony Eusebio going to come around. Or as quickly as Tony Eusebio can come around. It's 2-0 Astros. Top 5, Dotel, the junior, one more time. The easy way. Bases loaded now with 2 outs for Eddie Taubensee. Dotel bringing it. See ya. Houston still leads 2-1. Top 9, 3-2 Astros. Alex Ochoa pinch hitting. And it's off the scoreboard in left against Billy Wags. Aaron Boone scores since he ties it up 3-3. They went to the 11th. 2 men on. Mike Maddox, Pokey Reese. Oh, Pokey. 3-run shot. Reese's first of the year. Danny Graves would follow with a home run. And the Reds win 7-3. They've won 5 straight. This was Cincinnati's 5th win of the season in its last at bat. Danny Graves' home run, by the way, was his first major league hit. He gets the victory on the mound. 2. He had been 0 for 11 in his career. After getting swept in 3 in Arizona, Dodgers continuing their 13-game trip Friday in St. Louis. Top 1, they're full for Sean Green against Darryl Kyle. Deep to left, Ray Langford out there. He would have to be replaced with blurred vision. Double clears the bases. It is 3-0 Dodgers.
Sheffield will score on a
top 2 now. Again, it's Green with 2 on and 2 outs. And again, it's a double. This time to right, scoring Grass Atlantic. It's 6-0 LA. Green 9 for his last 18. Bottom 4, Darren Dreifert rings up Eric Davis.
Got it.
Next batter, Big Mac. This time it's a breaking ball. Dreifert allowed just 2 hits, struck out 6, walked 3. His 3rd career complete game. All shutouts. He gets the win. Darryl Kyle gets the loss in one.
Would be factors. There is Bartolo with the game face on. Top 2 facing Carlos Beltran. Sid Rose manager Tony Muser of Cologne. He had no hit stuff. Bottom 5, score tied at 2. Kenny Lofton facing Miguel Batista, a superstar laying down a bunt. That is just teamwork. Carlos Fedlin's throwing the ball away. Lofton goes to second. Travis Fryman would score. Said Lofton if it's still in the DL. I hated sitting on my butt. Indians lead at 3-2. Now bottom 6, still 3-2. Travis Fryman up with 2 on. Johnny Damon 14 for 14 in steals, but he ain't going to steal that. Roberto Alomar, come on home. Dave Justice, and Justice is also served. Fryman gets a double. Indians get the victory. Cologne and Lofton both left their mark in their first game back. Lofton went 3 for 4. Cologne tossing 6 innings of 3-hit ball, 4 straight Ks at one point, and a fastball clocked at 99 mph. He has given KC the royal shaft in the past. 4-1 now in 6 career starts against Kansas City. Twins and White Sox, Chicago trying to get back in the groove after dropping 8 of 10. Bottom 5, White Sox trade on 3-1. Joe Mays to Frank Thomas with runners on the corners. Mark Johnson will score as Lawton can't make the catch. White Sox tied up at 3. We'll say Valentin also scoring. Bottom 9 now. Tied at 3. Travis pitching to Valentin, and he hits a shot to deep center. Jock Jones crashing into me. Ouch. Great grab. Replay, please. That is just flat-out athleticism. Top 10 now. We're tied at 5 still. 2 men on. Sean Lowe pitching to Corey Koski, who had some kind of evening. The single off Paul Kroeneker's glove, and Ron Coomer all the way from second. And the Twins steal it. 4-3. Koski 4 for 4 at the plate. Got a cannon. Top first, no score, 1 out, runner on first. Matt Clement pitching for the Padres. Luis Gonzalez driving 1 deep to right field. Eric Owens can't make the catch. J Bell waved around, but Rivera gets up throwing and talking with his heater. You are hosed, Mr. Bell. Top 4 still scoreless. Runner on first for Steve Finley, and he's got a turtle head popping out. 2-run shot, 13th of the year for Finley. And the D-backs get the 6-4 victory and set a franchise record with their 8th straight win. Brian Anderson winning his 9th straight decision dating back to July. His last 4 wins have all come against the Padres. San Diego now has dropped 7 in a row for those of you still keeping track. Giants and Rockies, bottom first, no score, 2 on, 2 out, and get in my belly. Jeffrey Hammond's facing Joe Nathan. Rough day to be named Joe Nathan. Hammond's 4th of the year. Rockies up 3-0. Bottom of the second, 5-3 Rockies and Hammonds. Hammering Hammonds again, this time with 2 on. Up jumps the boogie. Marvin Bernard can just watch it. Hammond's 2nd of the game, 8-3 Rockies. Now bottom of the 5th, and JT Snow, one of the only bright spots for the Giants, because Jeff Cirillo, access denied. Giants, however, get thumped. And it was not pretty. 15-7 is your final, but it wasn't all good for the Rockies. For the 5, and that is Royce Clayton. And I'm spent! Grand slam. Rangers jump out to the 9-4 lead. Bottom 9, 13-11 Rangers, 2 outs. Man on for John Wetland and Scott Spezio. You are no threat to me. Rangers win at 13-11, and John Wetland allows just 3 runs on 5 hits and 1 in the 3rd inning, but does become the 12th reliever in Major League history to reach 300 saves. The Rangers win for the first time in their last 5 tries in Anaheim. Mariners and A's. 5 of the last 7 A's have been decided by 1 run. And that is Alex Rodriguez up the middle. Tam knocks it down, but the A's have no play. Mike Cameron scores to tie the game. Tam's upset. He was sent to the pine. Bottom of the 9th. Seattle up 7-6. Men on 1st and 2nd. Sasaki facing Stairs, and yes, the domestic model wins over the import. That is a bomb. 5th of the year for Matt Stairs. The A's win at 9-7, rallying from a 5-run deficit to do so for the 4th straight time, moving past the Mariners in the first.